Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. Game Pie, and welcome to a new little video series. Probably going to be calling it Team Fortress 2ing. And within it, I'm going to be playing Team Fortress 2. So yeah, here in this first video here, I'm playing on the map known as Hoodoo, and playing as the class known as the Medic. The Medic is based around healing other players, so I keep everybody's health bars up and make sure that everybody stays alive. You know, that's the general consensus, and so I have this healing beam. I fire it at my fellow blue players, and you can see their little health plus symbols down there near the middle bottom part of the screen. You know, it'll say healing Steven or healing Vanessa, and then their plus bar is their health bar. The more white it has in it, the higher their health is. And whenever you see the white glowing around the plus sign, that means they're overhealed. So basically I can bring people above their maximum health, and so they can take a couple extra hits. The Medic has a variety of different metaguns that have different effects. The one that I'm using right now is known as the Quick Fix. It heals faster than the other metaguns by a decent amount, but its overheal only brings characters up to 125% of their health rather than 150% of their health, as the other metaguns tend to do. So its overheal isn't as good, but its healing in general is a lot better. And this game mode is known as Payload. The objective is there's this cart on a set of train tracks, and by standing next to it, our attacking team will make it move. The more people we have standing next to it, the faster it will move. And we have to get it to the end of the tracks to win the round. At the bottom of the screen, you can see a line with a couple circles on it and a cart picture on it. And that tells us generally how far the cart has gotten on the map, and if anybody is standing next to the cart or not, as well as any points on the track that we've captured. And, you know, the cart moves from left to right on the line down there, which isn't visible right now, but here we go, now it's visible again, now that we're on the second round. And so, you know, the cart is starting out on the far left of the line, and we have to bring it over to the far right. And at the top of the screen, you see a timer. We have to bring it all the way to the end of the tracks within that time limit. However, each time we reach one of the red circles, our time will be filled up some more. So, you know, each of the different metaguns has what's known as an uber charge. Down there in the bottom right corner, you see a bar that, as I heal people, it will fill up. And once it's completely filled up, I'll be able to use the uber charge that I have. The Quick Fix's uber charge actually just increases how fast it heals by 3 times, so I heal 3 times faster than normal. It also makes me immune. It also makes me and whoever I'm healing immune to being knocked around. So various characters have explosives that can knock you around. The class of the Pyro has a flamethrower, and he has what's called an air blast, and so that can also push you around. He basically shoots air out of the flamethrower. And you know, there's a variety of other ways that people can be pushed around as well. But whenever the Quick Fix uses its supercharge, everybody's completely immune to that. Nobody can be pushed around. Nobody that is being affected by the overcharge, anyway. And so right here, you know, I'm the guy pushing the cart. You know, I tend to be a very objective-heavy player. There are some people who will go out there and focus on trying to kill the other team, but you know, I very much focus on getting the objective done, because that gives you lots of points and is overall just very helpful for the team as a whole. And right now, I'm a little bit antsy because I've noticed that some of my teammates have been killed by a spy. And a spy is a class in the game that basically one of his big deals is that his melee weapon is a knife that can backstab people. All right, so you see, we made it to one of the circles down there on the line, and so now we have more time. All right, but yeah, the spy's backstab will instantly kill any class that it hits. It doesn't matter how much health they have. It doesn't matter how they're defended. it will beat them. There's only like one or two things that can actually block a spy backstab, and the medic sure doesn't have any of those. So because the medic supports the team a lot by healing everybody, you know, I am definitely a major target that a spy will try to get. You know, if a spy is around, he's gonna try to get me. And so whenever I saw that some of my teammates were getting killed by spy backstabs, I was a little bit nervous about it, but fortunately, it didn't happen to me. I stayed cautious, I stayed aware, nothing happened to me, anyway. Yeah, this point right here, the last point of this stage, can be quite difficult to push. They've got a couple pyros out there. They're the guys setting everybody on fire. And, you know, they're doing a lot of burn damage, a lot of damage over time, but my healing is able to counteract that quite effectively, especially whenever I turn on my Uber charge. And, you know, I'm healing everybody to ridiculous degrees. But, unfortunately, the pyros just get too hectic, and they take me out.
Everything above your neck's gonna be a fine red mist.
Just too much pyro at once. Another thing about the quick fix is that I will match the speed of anybody that is faster than me. So, for example, there's the class, the Scout. And we don't see any Scouts around here right now, but they're a class that is based around speed. They're the fastest class, they can double jump, and, you know, overall, they're like the really annoying class that's really hard to hit. And so if I were to heal a Scout, I would begin to move as fast as they are. Meanwhile, characters with explosives, like the Soldier, who is the guy with the rocket launcher, or the Demo Man, who has a variety of explosives, they can actually launch themselves around the map by exploding their explosives at their feet and launch them away. And if I'm healing a class, while they do that, I get launched at the same trajectory that the Soldier or Demo Man does. So that allows me to follow the Soldier and Demo Man to locations that I might not normally be able to follow them in if I was using another metagun. One thing is that I tend to be a little bit too conservative with my Uber charge. The quick fix Uber charge you get it faster than any other Uber charge in the game, except like one. It's one of the fastest Uber charges you can gain. And so, you know, me being able to just sort of waste an Uber charge is kind of a thing that I can do. I can just, you know, unleash it pretty much whenever I want. Whereas with the other Uber charges, you want to be a little bit more conservative because they're a little bit harder to gain. One thing is that normally with most metaguns, they will gain their Uber charge faster if you're healing somebody that's damaged. So if I was healing somebody that was at full health and overhealed, I'd be getting my Uber charge at the slowest rate possible. But the quick fix isn't like that. It gains the same amount of Uber charge no matter how healed up somebody is. So I can be healing this heavy at maximum heal, and I can just be getting maximum Uber charge rate the entire time. And Spy got me there. Not really sure where he came from, honestly. That guy just sort of seems like he came out of nowhere. You know, that's the thing about spies. Sometimes that just sort of happens. You think you're being aware of what's going on, you think you're knowledgeable of what's happening, but all of a sudden, backstab, and you're dead. And that's it. Now this guy, his name is... And he's a pyro. Remember him, because he'll be important later. Just remember, that guy's a pyro. But yeah, so you know, whenever you're a medic, you typically want to heal the really offensive classes. The heavy is the really big guy, and he has the most health in the game. So whenever I overheal him, he gets more health than anybody else. The Soldier has 200 health, which is a little bit less than the heavy. The heavy has 300 health. The Soldier has 200. And he's the guy with the rocket launcher, so that can cause massive amounts of explosions. Great to heal him. I heal him a lot. Then there's the Demo Man. Once again, he has 175 health, lots of explosions, so he's pretty good to heal. And then there's the Pyro. The Pyro also has 175 health, but he's a pretty much solely close-range combat class. He has a flamethrower, so he has to get in close to hit people with the fire. And that can be a little bit dangerous for a medic. Oh yeah, and my heavy gets backstabbed there, so I take out my needle gun, try to shoot him, but the Pyro and the soldier get him instead. But basically, my entire team has died now. We're on the red team, so we're actually going to be defending. We're going to try to stop the cart, make the time go out. And so, you know, most of the team is dead. There's a Pyro over there, but I'm a little bit nervous about what's going on. I'm kind of waiting for some of my teammates to get back so I can heal them and defend the cart. But, you know, eventually I realized everybody's dead. I got to run away. But it was too little too late. And the sniper got me. The sniper does exactly what you think he does. He has a sniper, he scopes in, he gets headshots, and he can basically kill any class, no matter how overhealed they are, if they get a good headshot. Whenever they scope in, their sniper rifle starts to charge, and whenever it's fully charged, they'll do 3 times the damage as normal. So their base damage is 50, fully charged, they get 150. And if they get a headshot, they get another 3 times. So if they get a fully charged headshot, they do 450 damage. Now the most natural health a class has is the heavy with 300. And whenever a heavy is overhealed by something that isn't the quick fix, they get, you know, 150% health, so they go up to 450 health, which is exactly the amount of damage that a sniper can headshot with. So yeah, they're basically good at precise, this guy's a big target, he's really dangerous, get this guy. And of course, because I'm the medic, and I'm the guy that heals everybody, I'm the kind of guy that the sniper wants to headshot. Now this guy, he's calling for medic, he's going out here, and I'm a little bit nervous, but I figure he has a plan. He doesn't have a plan, of course, because he's a Pyro, and he's... So, you know, he didn't really, he didn't have a plan. He didn't know what he was doing. But yeah, basically, the blue team, they've gotten the cart to this little hallway right here, which is right near the end. And fortunately, this hallway is very easy to protect. Whenever, if you scroll back in the video, whenever we were on the attacking team, you'll see up in the top right, that section of the screen shows whenever somebody dies, who killed who and how. And if you scroll back in the video, whenever we got to this section of the map, you'll find that a spy actually sapped the buildings of some engineers. Engineers are a class that they can build sentry guns. We have one on the little bridge here. It's right behind me. Maybe I'll turn around here in a second to see it. And sentries automatically target any enemy that comes close. And they'll do massive amounts of damage. They'll shoot rockets. They'll shoot tons of bullets. They can basically kill any class really fast. But of course, the sentry is immobile, and a spy can actually fool a sentry because a spy can disguise as the enemy class. So if they're a blue spy, they can look like a red character, or if they're a red spy, they can appear to be a blue character, and fool enemies into thinking that they're actually allies. And a human player might realize, hey, that person isn't acting right, they're probably a spy, I better shoot them. But a sentry will never realize this. They will always ignore a disguised spy. And fortunately for the spy, he happens to have a device known as a sapper, which he can place on the sentry, and it'll actually deactivate the sentry, and then moments later completely destroy it. Now an engineer, the person who builds the sentries and stuff, they have a wrench, and they can knock a sapper off, and they can repair their sentry with it. And to do this, they use metal, which only engineers really work with. They can get it from ammo packs, they can build dispensers, which dispensers can heal allies and refill their ammo, and of course, refill the engineer's metal. So you've basically got a little chain system where the sentry protects everybody, the engineer protects the sentry by healing it, and then the dispenser heals the engineer and restores his metal supply. And, you know, The Engineer is like the most defensive class in the game, and you'll find that anytime that the enemy tries to push past this little hallway here, they're going to get into this area and just get annihilated by our Engineer's sentry guns. And so, you know, they're going to have a hard time pushing out. But whenever we were the attacking team, our spy took out their sentries and made it really easy for us to just get in there and kick all the butt. Alright, but yeah, in the meantime, I've just been healing my allies. I've been keeping everybody at full health. You know, we've made some pushes into this little choke point here to, you know, block anybody trying to push the cart. We got lots of pyros, we got lots of soldiers. They're really good for this area because, as I've mentioned, the pyro is the short-range class, and there isn't a whole lot of space in the hallway that we've generally been protecting. So a pyro can get in there, and they can just set everybody on fire. There's not really much of an area for escape. Now there is a ledge up to the left, and I'm not sure how people get up to that ledge, but people do get up to that ledge. So you'll see me checking it periodically just to make sure that there isn't a soldier that's about to fire down on me or a sniper trying to snipe me out from an edge. Because, you know, people are entirely capable of doing that, and if they're at the right angle, the sentry won't be able to spot the sentries won't be able to spot them. So now we got this soldier, and he's kind of going out into the field area again. I'm a little bit nervous about this because, as you might remember, the last time we went out into this field area, I got sniped pretty quickly. So the soldier goes back into this hallway again, and I'm pretty content with that because I don't want to get sniped. That's not good. I get a little bit scared by this heavy coming in, decide to use the Uber, and we take him out really easily. No problem at all. Normally, healing the Engineers isn't really that good because they don't really need an overheal. They have their dispensers to heal them. They tend to just sort of stay back, so they're not out getting fired at like a soldier or a pyro or a scout or even a heavy. So you know, typically if I see an ally, I'll just quickly put the heal beam on them, give them an overheal real quick, and then move on. But there is one class that I just will not heal. Like, pretty much no scenario in which I will heal this class, and that is the Spy. Because, as I mentioned previously, the Spy disguises himself as the enemy team. And so if you see a blue team member, and they're getting healed by the red medic, that's gonna be very obvious, oh, that's a Spy. Because a medic can't heal somebody on the opposite team unless they're a Spy disguised as the opposite team. So, like, if a blue Spy were to disguise as one of my allies right now, I would be able to heal him. But otherwise, I can't heal anybody that's blue. So if one of our spies were to disguise as somebody that's blue and I were to heal that Spy, very obvious that he is a Spy. Now, we're in the big area right here, and I'm a little bit nervous, and I'm looking down at the cart, and I see there's some people pushing the cart. I have no way to talk to any of my teammates, so I just run in here, got my needle gem out, and I take down this heavy, very oblivious to what's going on. The scout has even worse aim than I do, and I help secure the win for the round. So yeah, that's a little bit of intro to Team Fortress 2. I've been Mr. Gamepie, and I'll see you next time.